Hello and welcome to a new episode of Darki Explains. Today I want to talk about the Scout class. I want to talk about the important heroes, and this are for me Daryl, Rick and Glenn. So let's start with Rick. His leader threat is very good because he gives a charge point when he uses a charge attack, and also his charge attacks has more total damage. So the percentage is very high, so you could do very good charge attacks, and if he is in lead, you all will give a charge point and have a higher charge attack damage. So he is very useful. Next we have Daryl. He could prowl. This is when you walk through, when you pass a walker and you use just a half action point, he will prowl. This is an attack, and in my case the prowl attack is 130% of his normal damage. So he also could prowl to human enemies, so the chance is that the Overwatch attack isn't triggered by human freemen. So he's also very good. In most of the cases, when you have crates in high levels, then also Glenn is very useful. He could open a crate and go away, or open the next crate, or maybe if he is charged, he could use his charge attack, and if he is wearing the Mercer Axe, he could also walk away in this case. And he is also a hero which often is used in nightmare missions when you have to open these boxes. And so these are my preferred 3 scouts heroes. How should you roll a normal scout hero? I say normal scout hero because Daryl is an exception in this. But the normal should look like this: strong, lucky, power strike and ruthless. So Rick has enough power with strong and power strike, and with ruthless his charge attack has even more damage. And maybe you could also think about weakness. So why weakness? Because you have the chance that the attack will non-body shot, and you should also wear this weapons with razor, and this combination has this, a high chance to have a non-body hit. So maybe also weakness would be an option. So how you should roll Daryl? Daryl is with his leader threat always in moving. So he passes the walker, prowl. So he doesn't need power strike in this case. Instead of this, I have weakening, and so he could have more non-body shots in his attacks, and also his there exists the chance to get a body, a charge point in this case too. So if he passed this walker, he could get also a charge point and has more non-body shots. So another thinking about this weakness threat is, so if you have a warrior in your team and this has weakness, you may doesn't need it on the scout, because the warrior did the first hit and the scout could hit into the weakened enemy, and so he gets also the charge point or could kill the enemy because he has a non-body shot in this case. So just think about it, if you really need weakness on the scout or you have more power to him. So I think it's also good to use weakness instead of strong or instead of power strike. If you say you are just in movement with this scout, you don't need power strike. Power strike is just to hit and run away, but the enemy has to stand beside you if you hit. So power strike gives more damage and has the chance of higher damage, or higher chance of critical hits in this case. But that is just useful if you have non-body shot. So maybe the combination could also be very good with strong instead of weakness instead of strong. So it's just my thinking. You have to, how you play your game, and that's just thinking what combinations could be useful and for a scout to roll. So you should also use badges with damage and critical damage, so you have a powerful scout. The scout is the survivor which kills the most, I think. So warriors also very good in killing, but scouts have a bit more power, I think. So if you see my rig, 30,000 damage and beta just 20,000 damage. So the charge attack will be more powerful in this case of a scout. So that's all about scouts. So I hope you have an overview how you could use your threads and how you should roll your scouts. And bye.